Herkese selam millet. Max Payne'e kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Şu an Twitch'te canlı yayındayım. Twitch kanalımı takip etmek istiyorsanız aşağıdaki linkten takip edebilirsiniz. Başlayalım.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Ben nereye gideceğim lan? Ha, burada gidecek yer yokmuş. Yani. Aa bak, paralı askerler bizim bu adamın askerleri. Nasıl? Fenalık. Ama Q ile yazacaksın. Fenalık. YouTube girişlerine alıştım ya. Bayağı bir şekilde.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers or something was seriously wrong here.
Umarım o sedyeye biz yatmayız.
Call it evidence for De Silva. Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already.
Burası açık değil. Kırılıyor mu bu? Bu da kırılmıyor. Mermi falan yok mu hiç ya?
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
É a mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, eu tô fazendo tudo sozinho.
Como é que eu não tô pegando nada? Acerta!
Öleceksin mi amına koyayım ya? O bu ne oğlum? Okey. Olur yani, bomba atarla okeyim. Umarım küfür etmemişindir. Cinesto minesto bir şey.
Companheiro, São Paulo inteiro tá lutando contra você.
Al. Al. Sapık gibi oynuyorum ya. Herkesi bombalıyorum anasını satayım.
Você não vai sair daqui, seu merda! Preciso de proteção, porra! Vai frente!
Ben girmeyeli yapay zekası gitmiş oyunun amına. Aa, böyle şey yapabiliyor muymuştuk lan? Wow. Nereden sıkıyorsun lan? Yeter, headshot adam. Ananı. Kendime headshot attım anasını şimdi. Evet, yine ölümden dönme keyfisi. Buraya patlatsam bir şey oluyor mu? Ne oluyor oğlum yerde? Ne yaptım ya? Yarım saat yerde süründüm.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Bir ağrı kesici be. Oğlum madem bir şey koymadınız buraya, niye var ya?
Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crush of Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Está tudo certo. O que você acha que eu estou fazendo? Você sabe o que aconteceu a última vez. Não é que quer mais um erro. Tá tudo aqui, meu. Então vamos lá, crianças. Já perdemos muito tempo aqui. Porra!
Bu ne lan? Alayım, belki bir boka yarar. Pepeno, Pepeno di Wano. Hoş geldin Yiğit. Ya kardeşimsin, reload atarken çıkma ya. Peppino divano. Hay Allah'ım ya.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. It looked like Victor had won the sympathy
Ha,
vote.
gazete varmış lan,
Found his
yanlışlıkla okudum.
universal connection to the people. Triumph out of tragedy. Part of me couldn't help thinking that had been his plan all along.
Çok az ağrı kesici var ya oyunda. Neyse. Vuralım bunu.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I
Parayı al,
did
öldür.
research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho.
What the fuck is it? Lan ne oluyor oğlum ya?
Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
Düşmanımın düşmanı dostumdur. Parayı al, parayı.
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
Oğlum biz burada nasıl çatışmıyoruz ya? O kadar siper yeri yapmışsınız. Ananı avradın, silahlara bak.
Fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground. So I decided to put some of their C4 to good use.
C4'ün ne işi var lan orada? Silah alaydın gerizekalı. Yani bir tanesini gösterdi koyduğumuzu. Diğerlerini de sen koy diyor. Doğru muyum? Nasıl biliyorum ama ya. Ya Rockstar ya. Rockstar yani aga, şaşırmamak lazım. Ve sadece kırmızılara koyacağız.
I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Ninguém sai desse prédio desse cara tá morto.
Kanka sal 10 saniyemi almaz öldürmek ya. 1, 2, 3. Bitti. Ha, daha geliyormuş.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open.
Headshot machine. Buralar C4'ü ben ne zaman koydum? Oyun halletti demek ki. Aha, sniper. Vurdum değil mi lan, vurmuşum. Bu kadarsa ben gideyim. Hadi kendinize iyi bakın. Ne uğraştırıyorsunuz insanı ya. Öyle
Any
artık
time
be.
I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
O kaçırdıklarımı görmedi kimse umarım. Şurada altın bir şey mi var? Ben mi yanlış görüyorum? Bir dakika. Allah, görüyoruz ya babagül, anladın mı yani? RPG mi? Yok, ebesini. Hadi yerleştir şunu da gidelim.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Ver şu silahı. Ya Rabbi, bina yıkılıyor. Ya kardeşimsin, neredesin? Görmüyorum ki seni ya. Şuradan mı? Yok artık ama ya. Okey. Ne yapacağım ben burada? Ha. Yat aşağı amına kodum ya. Bina çöküyor, bizimki hala artistik yürüyor ya. Vakit lan.
I told you the city was dangerous, friend.
I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
The fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Listen, now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
Nereye gidiyoruz acaba? Ya Rockstar yapıyor bu spor ya, helal. Chapter 13.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Sorry, cevaplarım.
Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York.
Bu oyunun amacı ne?
Maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador.
Dur, bir ara sahne geçsin, hemen söyleyeceğim.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. But hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
Ya biraderim, umurumuzda değil. Bak, ben ilk oyunda benim çocuğumu öldürdüler lan.
I said to myself, maybe this guy.
Senin ağzını burnunu kırarım ha.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the UFE. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And the contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
Dayı kafanın yok lan. Saçın kafanda değil oğlum.
A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up.
Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele.
Ne oluyoruz oğlum amına?
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai se fuder, ó. Meu conta eu quero saber da culpa.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Bir ara sahne geçsin, oyunu durdurup anlatacağım neyin ne olduğunu.
Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, cara. Eu? Se fudeu, filho da puta. Otário! Vai morrer aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Oğlum bok çukuruna götürdünüz iyicene, gittikçe gidiyor, bitmiyor ya.
Resolveu aquela parada lá, hein? Demorou.
Valeu, amigo.
Bir de dövsünler.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him. Answer him. What are you doing? What?
İngilizcelere bak ya.
Você está fazendo aqui? What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
You hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Sizin kafatanızdan sıçayım ama.
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on. I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the...
Çok konuşuyor bizim
Guess
adam.
our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that
Sonunda
door, I'd be
Twitch'te birini geçtim ha,
shielded,
şakasız.
never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time.
Ağrı kesici var la
It
arkanda
sounded
kardeş,
like
onu
all
alsana.
hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Açılıyor mu geri? Vallahi açılıyor. Daşşağını yerim.
Está me achando que um cara te matar? Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente não tinha nada a ver com aquilo. Eu te prometo, cara. Tu é a última chance.
Kaçın gidin lan buradan.
Atira no filho da puta! Atirando!
Oğlum ya kaçırmıyorum ya. Headshotlar var ya. Üf. Ne diyorsun ya?
It was... The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too.
Dur bakayım ona da. Biliyorum. Kendisi Beşiktaş Spor'da oynuyor diye biliyorum. Ne var oğlum ya? Sen niye yavaş yürüyorsun? Kardeşimsin ya.
It
Ha.
was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
Ne bokuma yaradı bu?
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
RPG nerede?
Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG
Al.
go to waste.
Have a nice day. Başka silah var mı burada? Ver bakayım şunu. Uçtun la. La kardeş la başını yesinler la, ben gidiyorum la. Koca koca polislerin tabancası mı var? Dalga mı geçiyorsunuz oğlum? Peppe'nu divano, hadi görüşürüz.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my
Bir
life
buçuk
was
saat
headed,
olmuş
I'd
yayın
have
açalı.
ordered a double of whatever they were drinking. Drunk it, then blown my head off.
Ananı.
Another dark, rainy night.
Ne
Another
vurdum
police
be.
station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Sen ölmedin bu arada, kalk. Siz niye hepiniz kelsiniz kardeşim?
Agora a sua vez! Fogo! Você é um imbecil, sabe? Caralho! Isso não vai...
Ya ıskalamam
Police
ya.
food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with.
Bate de frente aqui, cuzão!
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Bakalım çalışıyor mu? Çalışıyor. Gidebiliriz.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
Öldüm amına koyayım. Yatla oğlum. Ya Allah Allah bak. Ağır girerim ha. Bitmiyor ki amına kodumun onları. Ya Rabbi ya.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
I keep moving de. Nerede? Asansöre mi bineceğim lan?
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Mermi yemediğim yer kalmamış ya vücudumda. Amına koyayım neredesin be? Görmedim ki. Ben buradan bir tane daha tabanca alayım. Bak. Fenalık yapacağım şimdi bunları.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Maraz Ali gibi çıktım he. Fenalık. Ya ne? Al işte ya gene koca olan geldi. Şuradan bir silah al. Ananınki. Ya öldük gene ya. Yok bıraktım yemin ediyorum. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay baba. Ananınki buradan mı başladık lan? Tamam anladık ki bu silahı bırakmayacağız. Şunu al çık. Ne? Nereye çarptım oğlum ben? Gel lan artık gel. Yeter ya.
I killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker.
Ver
It
lan
wasn't the
şunu da.
first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time.
Bu kadar mıydı? Hadi görüşürüz.
Se abaixa, seu pedaço de merda!
Can kalmadı ki ya.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Tear
Aha,
gas.
flash yedik.
This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. This was a waste of time.
Şurası.
That would have been too easy. The doors were all locked. There had to be something
Bura
else I
kanka, bura
wasn't
bak ben
seeing.
gördüm bak bura.
My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
Selamün aleyküm. Gelmişken yataydık azıcık ya.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela, Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come, him and Becker.
Bu oyunu bitirelim de. Gerçi bitirebilir miyiz onu da anlamadım ki ya. Ağrı kes.
Continue atirando! Sou preso! Continue atirando para minha proteção!
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Burada yok. Bura.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda!
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
Erling Haaland'la ben niye kapışıyorum oğlum ya?
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada!
Kardeşimsin öl. Hepsini öldürmedim mi? Evet.
Adivinha? Você vai morrer hoje, seu filho da puta!
Vira homem, vai! Vira homem! Não seja medroso! Vira homem! Obrigado! Preciso de guarida aqui! Você não passa de cadáver pra mim!
Ay.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching. that
Her
maybe
yerde
this was
taco var ha.
revenge for something else. Something buried deep in the past. More goddamn security doors. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything.
Zırh
was
alabiliyor
gone,
muyuz?
like so many.
Ay man.
It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act. It was time to get out of that circus before any more clowns showed up.
GTA 5'teki Michael'a benzedik bu arada ya. İyicene.
They had their body armor, I had mine.
Ainda dá tempo de se entregar. Não é justo!
Pra frente, porra! Me cobre, todo mundo! Vai lá, que tô te protegendo! Porra! Ele me pegou!
Ben Valorant'ta bu kadar bakmıyorum etrafa ama. Neyse.
Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Vamos arrebentar esse...
Fenalık. Çok iyi oyun ya.
Ok, não me...
Ya umurumda bile değil.
Atira no filho da puta, porra!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Puta que pariu! Você tá vivo, velho? Pega ele! Vai, avança! Vamos,
Ne uzun sürdü la bu chapter?
Vamos acabar com essa merda agora! Vamos indo! Se
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus! Hey! You Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
Kanka vallahi çıldıracağım ya. Adamlar kendini göstermiyor ki. Tamam. Bitti. Amına kodum, siktir git şimdi, beni deli etme.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything! Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow. Well, well, well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the crachá preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
Ya bir chapter atlayak, bir şey atlayak da böyle.
My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Chapter 14. One card left. Böyle bir şey yazıda göremedim.
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep.
So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club.
Ei! Parado aí! Parado!
My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
Now that I've made it through check-in.
Öldürerek geçseydik daha kolaydı oğlum.
Bastards.
Yani neyse burayı da oynayalım da komple bitirelim.
Vou mudar de posição. Acabe com ele.
Mata esse filho da puta!
Vai, atira nele!
Şimdi kapa lazerini.
Volta todo mundo, volta! Atirem neles! Atirem!
Sen ölmedin mi?
Estou cercado! Preciso me retirar! Ah, não tem como você sobreviver!
Foda-se! Foda-se!
At şunu.
Armas pesadas agora! Olha pra mim!
İyi vurdum. Ne? Ya hayır lan. Şu silahı ver. Şunu al. Bitti bu kadar.
It felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Abre o fogo! Não tem erro, não! Vai em frente agora! Vai, vai! Pra frente! Aproveita seu último!
Não vai ser uma morte de herói!
Meu Deus!
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with
Nereye
their
gideceğim?
private army and
Ha
their
burada
private
gidilebiliyor.
jet.
Gideyim.
The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Caralho! Tu precisava dessa porra! Não se mexam, porra!
Ve
Atire nele! Agora! Manda bala nele!
yani ne konuşayım onu da anlamadım ki yani. Aa ne güzel vuruyorum. Oh yeah.
Acabe com ele!
Aşağıda birileri var. Burada mı vardı biri, ben mi yanlış gördüm? Aga be, geçecek bir günler kanka, chat dolu olduğu zaman, eve ekip kurduğun zaman. Yani ya umarım geçer yani. Çok yani kullandım ya. Ya ben seni görmüyorum, sen beni nereden görüyorsun ya?
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge. I'd rather not be blown up today.
Öyle ama amına koyacağım senin de, ha yeter be. Bence by the way bu arada, aynen. Buradan mı geçiyorum?
They weren't here. I had to keep moving down through the airport.
Öyle. Valorant yayın açacaktım da. Yani ikisi de bitecekti bu oyunların. Dedim ben oynayayım bari. YouTube'a video da lazım. Ya şu Deagle'ın mermisi yok, amına koyayım, şunu kullanma ya. Aynen işte, abim de uyuduğu için, uyku düzenimiz bok olduğu için. Ya kardeşimsin, çık ya. Allah Allah, beni uğraştırıyor burada. Daha eğlenceli oluyor, daha fazla sarıyor. Yani de işte ben yayında böyle full ranked kasmak istiyorum. Onu da yaparım ananı. Bir dakika. Şu Deagle'la şunu yer değiştir. Aha, John Wick gibi metroda. Ananı avradını be. Ne oynadım la öyle? John Wick otel sahnesi. He, hadi bakayım oğlum. He. Lan kardeşimsin. Beni deli etme. Sniper'la böyle vuramazdım.
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
Burası uzun sürecek gibi ya. Ne güzel atladım lan öyle. Evet, nereye gideceğim şimdi efendim? Yukarı geri gidemem. Mantıksız olur zaten.
And we were off.
He, treni.
I felt like I
Olur.
might be able to recharge.
Trene
for a
de
second.
bineriz yani, sıkıntı değil.
At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes.
Bana ne avradını.
Didn't work out like that. Of course there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me.
Trende yolculuk yapmak çok güzel bir şey ya. Gebersen. Ay Allah'ım. Kardeşimsin, öl ama ya. Dalga mı geçiyorsun oğlum? Payne alıyor lan. Aa, yeter lan. Bir helikopterimiz eksikti, amına koyayım ya.
It was perfect.
İyi bari.
Everyone
Max
wanted
Payne'den 3 bölüm
tickets for
çıkar.
the Max Payne Express.
Yat aşağı. O ne oğlum, başım döndü lan. Ay, başım döndü.
I felt like I'd missed out on the joke. And it was a real good one. Come on.
Max Payne'iz oğlum biz. Selam beybiler.
The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me.
Nereden in... Ay, sesime ne oldu oğlum?
This was my stop.
Allah Allah. Heh, burada.
It had taken me right into
Oğlum
the
bizim
heart.
adama bak.
Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar. But when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks. Let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change.
Vallahi arkama yaslandım, öyle oynayacağım biraz da bakalım.
But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora!
Ya Selim,
Não! Não!
boyun kadar söz hakkın olsa susma emri vermeleri lazım, amına koyayım ya.
You're pissing on another man's pool, Max! You think Victor's gonna wait for you?
Kardeşimsin, öl.
No one is paying you to be here, Max! Seu merda! Segue em frente!
Nasıl vuramadım lan onu?
You're just another gringo trying to impose his will on our world.
Yarabbi ya.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker.
Kanka daşşak falan geçiyorsun değil mi ya? Buraya baştan oynayacakmışız gibi, ha, haberiniz olsun. Peppino divano. Oy. That was sick amına, ha. Oh my god, bro. What is this?
It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Vurma. Aa, vurabiliyormuşuz. Ya anasını sikeyim, ben ara sahne sandım onu ya. Ya oğlum ya.
I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me
Salak kafam.
close.
Adamın yüzü kıpkırmızı. Kırmızıyı görmedim ki ya.
It's coming from the right.
Right mı?
Passenger side! We're getting hit! Come on! Got a flight to catch! It's not going to take off without... We're taking damage! Ay! Shit! Shit! Shit! That about sums it up.
Kardeşim sen sonradan var oluyorsun ya, ayıp ama. Şunu
I normally a behind the desk kind of cop.
Only I've been one of them too.
fuck you.
That's them.
Fuck you mom.
Asshole!
Your career's coming
Yeah,
down with
bitch.
that blade. Let's get it over with.
Feel the pain, motherfucker. Take this, son of a bitch. Hey, what's up, homie?
Wait, Max! No! Stop!
Allah için bana sal. Allah için bana sal. Vuracağım.
We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
Ya kardeşimsin, ver bana şurayı ya.
You know I walk. You'll walk with a limp.
Oh. Canım yandı.
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is
justice.
underway. Local residents expressed outrage, saying they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's dark in some places, but it's sunny everywhere else. Over to Marisol with the weather.
And if we ever break these walls down, it's easier said than done. Would I be crazy enough to fall?
Yani yapacak bir şey yok. İzlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Kanalıma abone olup like etmeyi unutmazsanız sevinirim. Görüşmek üzere. Hoşçakalın. Bay bay.